Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a character analysis today on Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars. So let's just jump right into this. Anakin, was born on the planet of Tatooine. He was a slave, during his early childhood, I should say, alongside his mother. They were both slaves until Qui-Gon Jinn of the Jedi Council, along with Obi-Wan and Padme, end up meeting a young Anakin. And Qui-Gon Jinn, in a Jedi prophecy, there's a Jedi prophecy where the chosen one, I should say, a quote unquote chosen one, will bring balance to the Force. And in observing Anakin, Qui-Gon believes that Anakin is this chosen one. So Qui-Gon makes all the arrangements to take Anakin away from, you could say, I mean, he did take him away from slavery and from a rough childhood, but at the same time, he also took Anakin away from, the one person that loved him unconditionally and that he loved unconditionally in his mother. So Qui-Gon ends up dying during a duel with Darth Maul. And as he's dying, he has his Padawan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, promise him that Obi-Wan will mentor Anakin. So now, not only is a young Anakin being taken away from his home planet, away from his mother, and brought to this totally foreign, universe, I guess you could say. Now the Qui-Gon Jinn, the one guy who identified him and believed in him, is now gone. So now he's being trained by another fellow Padawan who becomes a newly minted Jedi Knight. So obviously this is a lot to put on Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's also, I mean, just sticking with Anakin, this is a lot for Anakin to deal with. So he ends up going, to the Jedi Council, and there's some Jedi that believe he's the chosen one. There's some that aren't. But, in this new environment, he's immediately judged one way or the other. And I think for him, at this point, he's a teenager. He's trained a bit with Obi-Wan. He becomes this angsty, somewhat rebellious teenager that will almost go outside of in episode 2, he'll go outside of the lines at times, in order to almost prove himself, almost prove his own identity. He'll take risks. He'll do things not by the Jedi book at times, in order to prove that he's the chosen one, in order to kind of, hold serve with that identity that he's holding on to, right? That's his ticket to being in this new world. So in episode 2, he sees Padme again, and the two end up falling madly in love with each other. Now, this is a crucial turning point for Anakin's character arc and his character in general, because Padme, after finding out about his mother's death and not being able to save her, Padme now represents the last person in the